What's good, YouTube? It's your boy King Rob, and I am back with another banger. Today we are reacting to Staying Anti. Naruto reminds everybody that he's him versus Delta Boruto. Not gonna lie, I've watched what the movie portrayed. I watched the episodes that were portrayed in the movie, but I haven't watched Boruto entirely, so don't really know much about this. So yo, before we get into this reaction, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below what I should react to next. Let's get into this reaction.
So they both rush back in, punching each other in the face, trying to be like Dragon Ball again. But can we talk about how small Naruto's wingspan is? This whole time, bro been out here throwing hands looking like Desmond Bay. Then she runs back in with a kick, gets blocked, and gets a free plan B punch straight to her stomach before he followed up with a bro kick, sending her flying. So she rushes back in, not letting her listen, and hits Naruto with the lift. But he eats that and comes back with the right, sending her flying again. So let me just say, these hands are not ready to eat. She is getting work. Bro, just look at this psychopath. This girl is out here talking about she needs to slaughter somebody. Anybody. Like, huh? I guess she's just kind of like that crazy ex that you always gotta watch out for, because you never know when that day go come that you wake up and it's a brick through your windshield. But basically, she out here looking for Kawaki. So she sends her little joint out to go find him. But bro too busy getting ready to box with Boruto, while Naruto spectates from the sidelines, looking like the dad who's also the basketball coach that be taking that joint way too serious, like he in the NBA or something. So they both step up and then rush in, with Boruto going for a knee, but Kawaki catches it and they start spamming these 200 frame per second ass kicks like they in Dragon Ball Z. Can't nobody see this shit, bro. How are y'all even dodging? So then Kawaki transforms his arm and goes for a hit, but Boruto jumps in the air dodging, then just spams mad shuriken down, which Kawaki just blocks with his veiny, rocked up arm. Like, bro, who is cooking this, dog? Get out the kitchen, my guy. So he puts that clean away and Boruto comes beaming down just to get weaved. Then they start going back and forth and he bring that jump right back out, smacking Boruto, sending him flying back. So then he decided to bring out some shadow clones and rush back in. But the first one just gets smacked away like McGill. Then he runs and jumps towards another one, kneeing him into the oblivion. You see another one bust out the ground trying to be like Kakashi, but this literally misses his punch just to get breakdance kicked out the ring. So finally, the real Boruto comes charging in, but Kawaki got this big ass tree trunk stuck in the ground, so Boruto pull out a Rasengan trying to murk this man. But he's able to pull out of time, so he blocks it and starts gassing bro up until he like, alright, cool, now absorb this. And pull out this Cero thinking he from Bleach, blasting it at him. But bro gets scared and jumps out the way like a like, come on, bro. If that was me, I would have just let it hit me because it would have just bounced right off. You gotta think smarter, not harder, bro. So then Kawaki shoot another one while bro is still in the air, telling him that it's only gonna hurt a little. So like I said, that shit's definitely bouncing off of me. But he catches it like they was out here playing dodgeball, just for it to explode, sending dude flying back to the ground before face plant. So they all stand around and start talking, and we see Delta's drone in the air locking on to Kawaki. So then she rushes into the village, and now Naruto gotta lock in. He tells everybody to run, but we all know that that shit never works. Really be too nosy to actually leave. They just start standing around asking questions like they not finna get packed up. So she beams into the ground all dramatic and shit, then start posing in the smoke like she's really like that. So she tells Naruto to get out the way, but bro just like, nah, who are you? And that makes her decide that she gotta kill him. Like, bro, what? You finna murder this man for being a good dad? A good Hokage? A random woman break into the village trying to kidnap his son, and she just expected him to be like, okay, sure, here you go, pal. Anyway, Naruto step up and they get the mandatory stare down in before she just blitz forward and dodges Naruto's backhand. Bro out here moving.
Hold up. First,
Kidnap his son, and she just expected him to be like, okay, sure, here you go, pal. Anyway, Naruto step up and they get the mandatory stare down in.
could they have not came up with a better design for Naruto? Like, I get that he's like, uh, he's probably like in his 40s around this time, but I think they could have did a lot. I think they could have did a better design for Naruto than all this right here. But that's just my opinion.
Before she just blitz forward and dodges Naruto's backhand. Bro out here moving different. I ain't never seen him trying to backhand nobody else. But as soon as he fight a woman, he try to pull that junk out. Like, come on, bro. You not fooling nobody. So she floats over and behind him before going for a kick. And Naruto rolls under. Then he goes for a sweep, but she jumps out the way and charges up a crazy ass kick. And I know that man Naruto was enjoying the view. I mean, look at her. So she comes crashing down with Naruto doing the most gentle dodge I've ever seen in my life. And we see she left this fat dent in the ground. So I'm wondering, how did she not break her leg right there? Her shit should definitely be bending backwards right now, among other things. But she rushes back in, spamming kicks, and this nigga Naruto is just bobbing and weaving all these hoes as effortlessly as possible. Just look at how mad bro look. My man is disappointed. So after all that, you think she switched up the game plan, right? She charges up another kick. He blocks it, grabs her ankle, and slams this girl into the ground with no mercy. To this 2021, equal rights, equal fights, my boy. He's hands on every floor now. So then he makes a Rasengan to finish her off, but she just sits up and absorbs it with her eyes on some freaky alien type time. Then you see Naruto jump back at some tentacle looking jump shoot from underground. So then she starts stripping, telling him that her whole body is pretty much a ninja tool, and that's some freaky shit. Like almost on a Orochimaru level. Like to be honest, imagine that robot. And Naruto don't even respond. He just stands there and they have another staring contest for like 20 seconds. It wasn't no music playing in the background or nothing, just straight vibes. But then bro was just like, alright, fun's over, and goes into 6-pass sage mode. I think. I don't really know for real. All I know is that joint looked way worse than when he first got it. With all the truth-seeking ores and shit. That joint was clean. So she sees this and isn't phased at all. So they both decide.
It's another thing. That was like the flyest version of him ever during Sage Sage Six Paths Naruto was the cleanest look ever. And I really wish they had kept that design. Or better yet, they could have did like an advancement of another an advanced story of Naruto's life, like where he actually becomes a Junin instead of staying the Genin, and then just became that type of dude. But he is that type of dude no matter what. Naruto all day.
Decided to rush in with Naruto going for a punch that she catches and her going for a kick that he catches. And to this day, I don't know why people catch punches when the punch is not even about to hit you. Like, bro is really just finna miss and you could have stuck him with that left hook. So he jumps back as she goes for a bicycle kick, thinking she Ronaldo, and presses bro, but he weaves it and sweeps her. But she don't even fall with them strong ass horse feet. So he come back with the punch, but she dodges, then kicks bro, making him slide back. But before we move on, as a feet man myself, I must say, cover these shits up, please. Killing the game I love. So then she blitzes behind him, throwing the punch, but he instant transmissions out of it. Just to pop back up, kicking her on the hip, and just look at the form. That's a beautiful 130-degree angle. Also, look what it did to her. Made her lose a whole butt cheek out here looking like Rigby. The back shots will never be the same. So she hits a cartwheel to recover and rushes back in, giving us another hand-to-hand masterclass. This is peak boxing. Mike Tyson would be proud. But then Naruto reminded what he did to Momoshiki, and she flipped out of there, but just rushes back in, throwing straight kicks. Shout out Sanji. Until Naruto catches one, making her smirk, but then she transforms again, revealing to us that she stabbed Naruto. So now she starts talking crazy like this is actually finna face him. Does she know? Until he makes some.
You know how many times Naruto has been stabbed and yet not one time has it affected him in any way? Like, come on now, you got to do your research. My boy's been stabbed by Momoshiki, Pain, who else? Sasuke. Like, dude has been stabbed a whole bunch of times throughout his life. You would think they would say maybe stabbing him is no longer effective. Maybe we should just start slicing him. But they're villains. They don't do the research. Of every villain never does the research. So
Chakra arms and slams her down, breaking her leg. Like, finally, I was so tired of seeing that jump. So she runs away again, doing her best Spider-Man impression. And suddenly she just grows it back as Naruto hits a knee. So now she starts talking crazy again. They say again, doing her best Spider-Man.
Hold up.
So tired of seeing that jump. So she runs away.
Does this not look like Super Saiyan God? That whole aura. Does that whole aura just give Super Saiyan God vibes, or is it just me? Maybe just me, but that's gotta be it. And I've heard that got his name. He's like a fan of no, that's somebody else. That's the creator of One Piece I'm thinking about. But Anyway, that's giving Super Saiyan God vibes. Like, doesn't that not just say Super Saiyan God? But anyway, let's.
Again doing her best Spider-Man impression, and suddenly she just grows it back as Naruto hits a knee. So now she starts talking crazy again. They said you were the trash one in the duo. Where's Sasuke at? I know he'll work me out real good. And Boruto's in the back like, oh nah, looks like I gotta handle this myself. But Naruto stopped that shit quick. We all know bro wasn't about to do nothing. So after Naruto says the most unintimidating joke of all time, she rushes back in, hitting bro with a flying knee, sending him into the dirt. What are they doing to my goat, man? This is not how it's supposed to end. Bro only gotta be Hokage for like 3 years. It's not fair. And she just keeps stomping and stomping him on some kinky stuff. I know some of y'all into that. But eventually she takes it out of his gut, realizing that the whole time bro was just gaslighting her. So he gets up and jumps back, then just heals himself like nothing ever happened, reminding us
that's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
So now Kawaki decides it's time to dip, and they all run away like some bit. Me personally, I would have at least been throwing rocks and shit over there looking like Usopp. So now she want to get mad, telling them that she don't even want to end him no more. So I'm like, oh, for real? Babe, we going out to eat or something? Just for her to say that she wants to dismember him. Oh, nah, bro. I knew after that first frame we saw that this bitch was crazy. But that's just how I know that they wrote book. But Naruto's just like, oh no, I'm so scared. Then proceeds to go Kaioken. Bro is definitely not scared. So they both rush at each other, causing a super clash till they take turns catching each other's attack. So she goes for an axe kick, but he cartwheels out the way, turning into Bruce Lee, countering with his double kick. But then she gets tired of fighting and starts doing handstands before turning into a helicopter, kicking Naruto back. She transitions to him and they catch each other's punches again. So out of nowhere, a damn Rasengan appears in her face, and she tries to push it towards him, but of course he dodges. We all know that shit's weak as hell. But can we talk about how she just took this man's Rasengan from earlier and put it into her inventory for later? Like, where the freak did that shit go? So then we get another stare down with Boruto them over there spectating again. Then they ran away for like 3 seconds and came right back. But next thing we see is Naruto up in the air getting worked and sent back to the ground. So she tried to follow it up with this nasty ass power pole foot, but just ends up stabbing a tree as Naruto uses Dylan's sneaking nation technique, smacking her right into the dirt. Like, damn, my boy finally got a solid licking. Right? And she blasts out the dirt like a rocket, then proceeds to spam trying to stab this man with her feet. Like, bro, how is she doing it so fast? She gotta be up there dancing or something. But then Naruto uses one of the 2 attacks in his bag, making a lava Rasen shuriken. Then he throws through her leg stilts, making her fall back to the ground. But can we take a second to go back and just look at how small this explosion is? I done seen regular Rasen shurikens from like 15-year-old Naruto blow up this much. So like, for real, what have they done to my goat? He's cooked. And Naruto realized this too, so he's stressing. Even his own son was back there like, I'm not gonna lie y'all, this looking washed. Like, golly, bro, this man been crying his whole life for a family. Then he finally get one and the little just hate on him. That's crazy. But they go back to scrapping it. Everything's either getting blocked or weaved. Got me dozing off. This is embarrassing. But eventually, after Boruto stops crying, we go back to see Naruto punch the mess out of her, sending her sliding back again. Like, bro, these dudes been moonwalking after every good hit. But then he started raising her up. Got her over there blushing as he started walking her down till she pulled out these crazy looking light beams from her eyes that Naruto dodges, cause I mean, come on now. So then bro proceeds to let her know that shit is not gonna work. So stop wasting chakra or batteries or whatever you got. So then she rushes in and gets weaved and thrown out the way on all fours. And the animators knew exactly what they was doing.
They sure did.
But she jumps back in the air, shooting down her foot again, but misses as Naruto goes for a spin kick that she grabs. So now this man is petrified. She charges up another destructive beam, but he just ducks under it at point blank range and backs out of there. So that means he's gotta be safe now. Right? He sits there and just watches her charge in and smack the taste out of his mouth, then palms bro's forehead like a basketball and sits him on the ground like a baby. Then she charges up another beam and he dodges again, then kicks her off the frame until his leg clip. Dang, that shit look like it hurt. But she gets back up, so at this point, I can't lie, shorty got some dog in her. But that ain't enough. She gets pissed and rushes back in, but Naruto just starts playing with her while she out here try harder. She goes for the Superman punch, gets weaved, and catches a nasty knee to the diaphragm, sending her rolling back like a cracked out tumbleweed. So she looks up deviously like she coming home drunk from girls' night out, and you already know what that means. But then she looks over towards the kids who's still just enjoying the show and starts charging up another beam. So Naruto lock in, running up, snuffing her lights out. Now Naruto takes a sigh of self-relief because it's over now. Right. She gets in that Olympic trap position and runs towards the kids, sneaking Boruto, sending him flying to his father. Like, hey bro, you gotta tee up. Remember, you're the main character, buddy. But for real, Naruto, how do you punch her and send her flying back and she's still able to make it to your son knocking the whiskers off his face before you can even react? But respect the little Boruto for eating that junk, cause she had Naruto looking crazy. But then we hear Hima yelling and the cameraman looks over to see her getting held up in the air by her hoodie. So now Boruto decides it's time for him to stand on business as he activates his karma, then loads up and throws a Rasengan. But that shit just gets so sore. Everybody boo this, please. So Delta yeets her up in the air, and her dad finally does something, running to go catch her as Delta charges another IV. This girl really has zero bag. Naruto is the perfect matchup, but that jump hits dead on, putting an end to yet another goal. It is a sad day. Thanks for watching. Hope y'all ready for these One Piece vids. Except we see that Kawaki jumped in the way and blocked it as he booms into the ground. So everyone runs up to check on him, but it's looking like bro's arm is cooked. He's trying to do his best Sasuke impression. Then Delta gets mad and shit, then starts tweaking. Pretty much she's mad that Kawaki damaged the vessel or his body because they're using it for something else. But she keeps talking about how she better pack them all up, and Naruto like, hey, you talking a lot. Hurry up and do something. So they both rush back in, punching each other in the face, trying to be like Dragon Ball again. But can we talk about how small Naruto wingspan is? This whole time, bro been out here throwing hands looking like Desmond Bane. Then she runs back in with a kick. She gets blocked and gets a free plan B punch straight to her stomach before he followed up with a bro kick, sending her ass flying. So she rushes back in, not learning her lesson, and hits Naruto with the lift. But he eats that shit and comes back with a right, sending her flying again. So let me just say, these hands are not ready to eat. She is getting work. But she recovers instantly, coming back in with a mean kick, which is crazy because this woman got on heels. But Naruto really just out here enjoying his lunch because he eat that junk too, and hit her ass with that send her straight into the ground again. But she pops back up like Genos, rushing in, hitting Mance with a clean knee to the chin, then a chop to the back of the head, making him eat dirt. Then she jumps into the air trying to hit bro with the curves off too heavy. Luckily my guy just out the way, because that jump would have been crazy. It would have been smooth brain everywhere looking like Cheeto. Bro would have finally been able to look down there and see what Jiraiya been up to. So then they have another stare down before running back in with her going for another kick that gets blocked, then a punch too before he connect on a soft ass right jab. Then he grabs her, body slamming her back into the stiff ass dirt. She lays there playing dead before kicking up on all fours and pouncing on his man. Then they just start spazzing, going back and forth, trading blows with each other until Naruto hits her with another crazy right, bouncing her all the way back to the test tube she came out of. So she looks up and sees bro breathing all heavy, and now she thinks she got a chance. Again, like come on now, how many times we gotta teach you this lesson, old man? So Naruto starts walking towards her. You see that trash arch that she got, so he gotta get a closer view until she blasts more beams and he just repels with the Rasengan. She starts absorbing it while cooking him for you, trying that jump. So he like, I bet, you think it's really finna be that easy? And starts putting more chakra into it until it becomes his fat ass Rasengan. So eventually she starts stressing because this man Naruto is indeed built different when it comes to chakra. And eventually her eye ends up blowing a gasket and stops absorbing, but her pride just can't accept the fact that she's getting washed right now. So she rushes in again like bro's not standing there with his huge ass Rasengan. So he jumps in the air, caught back the Rasengan like Brian, and pushes it straight down into it. And then we see this jump just eviscerating her, tearing that ass up. All the trees surrounding her just get blown away like it's hurricane season, until it finally just pops as we zoom in and see Delta laying in the middle of this fat crater like she just left Pound Town. So he starts walking down to her and she just randomly starts making noise until this bitch just explodes. So yeah, pretty much she wasn't ready for Naruto, bro. He filled her up too good.
Naruto will forever be one of the GOATs. Him, Luffy, Goku. Well, yeah. What am I playing? Goku, Luffy, and Naruto will always be, and the dude from Bleach, which I've even watched. And the dude from Bleach, whatever his name is, they'll always be the GOATs of anime. Anyway, guys, hope you like my reaction. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay blessed and be great.